Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas are divorcing. Before we dive into their divorce/custody documents that are now public, let's have a briefing on their divorce and custody battle. On September 18th, Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas had a seemingly amicable lunch in New York City with their two daughters, despite Joe having filed for divorce on September the 5th. However, just 2 days later, Sophie sued Joe, claiming wrongful child detention in the US. Their custody battle continues, with a judge ordering the kids to stay in New York on September the 25th. Their relationship started deteriorating about a year ago due to Joe's tour and Sophie feeling overwhelmed with her career and motherhood. They disagreed on lifestyle choices, with Sophie finding Joe too controlling and flirtatious in public. Rumours circulated about Sophie being a party girl, but Joe denied them during a concert. Sophie also claimed she learned about the divorce through the media, but sources say they discussed it beforehand. A security camera incident may have been the final straw. Currently, they communicate through lawyers, focusing on co-parenting and their careers. Joe leans on family support while the priority remains the well-being of their children. The resolution of their custody battle remains uncertain. So first of all, let's dive into Sophie's petition against Joe Jonas filed in New York. Receipts courteous of my favourite YouTuber, Emily D. Baker. I will leave her channel linked down below. Petitioner Sophie Belinda Turner, the mother, by and through her undersigned attorneys, files this verified petition for return of children to England against the respondent Joseph Adam Jonas. This verified petition is filed as a result of the wrongful retention of 2 children, and they use their initials because the children's names aren't yet known to the public, born in 2020 and born in 2022, collectively the children, in New York City from their habitual residence of England. The wrongful retention of the children began on or about September the 20th, 2023. This verified petition is brought pursuant to the Convention on the Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction, done at The Hague on October the 25th, 1980, and the International Child Abduction Remedies Act. The convention came into effect in the United States of America on July the 1st, 1988, and was ratified between the United States of America and the UK on July the 1st, 1988. The objectives of the convention are to secure the immediate return of children wrongfully removed or wrongfully retained in any contracting state, and to ensure that rights to custody under the law of one contracting state are effectively respected in other contracting states. Facts. The mother was born in 1996 in Northampton, England, and is 27 years old. She is a citizen of the United Kingdom. The mother grew up in Warwickshire, England, her family having moved there when she was 2 years old. She attended Warwick Prep School until she was 11, and then King's High School for Girls, also in Warwick, throughout her secondary education. The mother's parents lived in Warwickshire, England, in the home in which the mother grew up, and her siblings also live close by. The mother's family is very close and supportive. The father was born in Arizona, USA in 1989 and is 34 years old. The mother and father both have careers in the entertainment industry. The mother is an actor and has worked in the entertainment industry since she was 13 years old. The father is a very successful and popular musician and is 1/3 of a band called the Jonas Brothers, alongside his brothers Kevin and Nick Jonas. He's also a member of the group called DNCE, which he set up in 2015. He performs and releases music with both groups, in addition to performing as a DJ. The parties first met and began dating in October 2016 when the father was on tour in the UK. The mother was aged 20 at the time and the father was aged 27. The parties' relationship moved quickly and they became engaged in October 2017. The parties had a legal wedding ceremony in Las Vegas, Nevada on May the 1st, 2019 and celebrated their wedding with family and friends in Provence, France on June the 29th, 2019. From the beginning of the parties' relationship, they have spent regular time in England, including with their friends and family. Until April 2023, the parties moved frequently due to the nature and requirements of their careers. In April 2023, the parties made England their permanent home. The parties' older daughter, WRJ, was born in 2020 in California. WRJ is a dual citizen of the United Kingdom and the United States. The parties' younger daughter, DMJ, was born in 2022 in Florida. DMJ is a dual citizen of the United Kingdom and the United States. As a result of their careers and the travel required for each of their careers, the parties had not, until April 2023, committed to setting down roots in any particular place. They lived a very peripatetic lifestyle. They did not need to settle in one location right away and lived in various properties. After the party's oldest daughter was born, they purchased a property in Miami, Florida in 2021. The parties never planned to live in Miami on a long-term basis. All through their marriage, and particularly after their children were born, the parties often discussed their desire to raise their children in England and for their children to attend a school in England. The parties regarded England as a safe location to raise their children. Over the Christmas holiday in 2022, the family spent time in England near the mother's parents' home in Warwickshire. The family stayed in a rental property called the Old Farmhouse, approximately 20 minutes drive from the mother's parents' home. During their time in England over Christmas 2022, the mother and father jointly decided that they would look for their forever home in England, select a school for their older daughter in England, and settle their family in England. The parties agreed that the timing was right for the family to settle permanently in England, particularly given the older child's age. The parties were both excited for the family's move to England. The parties began to search for their forever home to purchase for the family in England. The parties began searching for their permanent home in England in December 2022 and continued their search through July 2023. The parties physically toured family homes in England together. They looked at a number of different areas in England with the goal of purchasing a home in the area with good connections to Warwickshire and London. The parties found a beautiful country property in Henley on Thames, England, and they both agreed they would purchase the property for the family's permanent home. The property is located at Little Stoke House, Little Stoke, Wallingford, Oxford, England. The parties' shared plan was to purchase the property together and raise their children together in the beautiful home and English country surroundings. Both parties were excited about the move for their family. The parties exchanged contracts with the sellers to purchase the property on July 7th, 2023, with a completion date scheduled for December 2nd, 2023. The parties look forward to spending their Christmas 2023 holiday with the children, family, and friends in their new home in England. In furtherance of their shared plan to settle the family in England, the parties listed their Miami, Florida property for sale. On or about April 16th, 2023, the parties entered into a contract for the sale of their Miami property. On or about April 10th, 2023, the family relocated to England. They initially stayed for a short period of time in a rental property in London. Thereafter, on or about May 5th, 2023, the family moved to the Old Farmhouse, the property in which they had stayed for the Christmas 2022 holiday. The parties rented the Old Farmhouse on a long-term basis while they worked towards the purchase of their new home in England. Given the parties' respective work schedules and commitments over the course of the last year, they had only stayed in the Miami property on 3 occasions for a total of approximately 11 weeks, until the family relocated to England on or about April 10th, 2023. They spent a majority of their time living together in rental properties all over the world as follows. That is an insane number of rental properties to be living in all over the world with their children. That's literally so many. That's insane. That's so many. Before the family left Miami on or about March 10th, 2023, they shipped many of the children's belongings to England. The remainder of the children's belongings were placed into storage to be kept there until the parties had purchased a new home in England. On or about April 10th, 2023, the family relocated to England. The children are both fully involved and integrated in all aspects of daily and cultural life in England. The children receive routine medical care and dental care in England. The children participate in extracurricular activities, playdates, and cultural activities in England. In particular, the older child has joined and participated in the Playbox Theatre Company. The younger child also attends baby sessions at the Playbox Theatre Company. Playbox Theatre Company is the company the mother joined when she was 3 years old and for when she became an ambassador in 2014. The older child attended nursery school full-time in Warwickshire, England at Stepping Stones Nursery. The party's shared plan has always been for the children to be educated, including nursery school in England. The mother is fully involved in all of the children's schooling, medical care, dental care, cultural activities, extracurricular activities, and other activities in England. The mother provides all of the children's day-to-day care in England. England is the children's habitual residence. In May 2023, the mother started filming a new 6-part drama series for ITVX, which is filming in various locations in the UK, including Warwickshire. The mother plays the main character in the series. This role is the first significant role the mother has taken on since having the children. On July 31st, 2023, the father had to leave England as scheduled because he was due to start touring with his band in the US. The parties knew that the father's tour was scheduled when they relocated to England and when the mother took on her role in the new series. The parties had therefore planned that the children would travel with the father and the nanny for a vacation in August 2023 because the mother's filming schedule for August 2023 was very intense, with long hours during the daytime when the children would be awake. When the father is on tour, although his evenings are busy performing, he has periods of the day to spend time with the children. With some hesitation, the parties planned and agreed that it would be best for the children to travel with the father and the family's nanny to the US for the month of August, with the mother travelling to meet the family in the US in September 2023. The children would then at least be able to spend some time during the day with one of their parents until the mother finished her filming commitments. The parties agreed that the children moving around with the father on tour was only going to be a temporary arrangement. The parties' agreed plan was that when the mother finished filming on September 14th, 2023, she would travel to New York to collect the children and return home to England. The party's plan was for the mother to spend a week with the family in New York and then to return home to England with the children on September 20th, 2023, where the mother has a short work commitment on September 28th, 2023. The party's shared plan was for the mother and the children to join the father and his extended family for part of the father's band's US tour and then to return home to England. The family would continue to live in a rental property in England and then move in together into their new home in England upon its completion in December 2023. In furtherance of the party's shared plan, the children travelled to the US with the father and their nanny. Thereafter, the breakdown of the party's marriage happened very suddenly. The parties had an argument on August 15th, 2023. On or about September 1st, 2023, the father filed a divorce case against the mother in Florida. On or about September 5th, 2023, the mother found out through the media that the father had filed for divorce. In his divorce filing in Florida, the father seeks, inter alia, divorce, a parenting plan, and a time-sharing schedule to be ordered by the Florida State Court. The father incorrectly claims in his divorce filings that the children have resided in Florida for the 6 months prior to the filing of the father's Florida case. On or about September 17th, 2023, the parties meet to discuss their separation. The mother reiterated the parties' agreed plan for the children to return home to England that week. The father has possession of the children's passports. He refuses to return the passports to the mother and refuses to send the children home to England with the mother. The next day, the mother's solicitor in England reconfirmed to the father's Florida attorney that the mother intended to return home to England with the children as planned on September 20th, 2023, and requested that the children's passports be returned to the mother. On September 19th, 2023, the father's Florida attorney confirmed that the father will not return the passports to the mother and will not consent for the children to return home to England. Based on the father's express statements that he will not return the children to England and will not return the children's passports to the mother on September 20th, 2023, the mother has submitted her Hague Convention application for return to the Central Authority for England and Wales, seeking the return of the children to England. The mother is also initiating a child arrangements case in the appropriate English court. The children were to be returned home to England on September 20th, 2023. The father has prevented the children's return to England, which is a breach of the mother's rights of custody under English law, England being the children's habitual residence. Count 1, wrongful retention. The mother restates and realleges the allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 57 as if fully set forth herein. The Hague Convention applies to cases in which a child under the age of 16 years has been removed or retained from his or her habitual residence in breach of rights of custody under the law of the child's habitual residence, which the petitioner had been exercising at the time of the wrongful removal or wrongful retention of the child. The children here are under the age of 16. The children's habitual residence is England and was England on the date the father retained the children in the US from England. From the totality of the circumstances perspective, as of the date of retention on September 20th, 2023, England was the children's home. England is the children's ordinary home and holds a degree of settled purpose from the children's perspective. The children are fully involved and integrated in all aspects of daily and cultural life in England. The children have extended family and friends in England. The children receive routine medical care and dental care in England. The older child attends school in England. Both children participates in extracurricular activities, playdates and cultural activities in England. The party's shared intent since at least December 2022 has always been for the children to live in England. The children have lived in England since April 10th, 2023. At the time the father retained the child in the United States from England, the mother had and continues to have Hague Convention Articles 5A rights of custody to the child under English law by operation of law under the Children Act 1989. The Children Act 1989 Part 1 Section 2 proves that where a child's father and mother were married to or civil partners of each other at the time of his birth, they shall each have parental responsibility for the child. The parties were married at the time of the birth of each of the children. The mother therefore has joint parental responsibility for both children under the Children Act Part 1 Section 2. Parental responsibility is defined in the Children Act Part 1 Section 3 as all the rights, duties, powers, responsibilities and authority which by law a parent of a child has in relation to the child and his property. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments if you want to see Joe Jonas's response, and don't forget to subscribe for more tea updates.